for Kenneth Dixon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with West. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate.
Into a double team, and it's enters, and it's a fumble. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown! Ty Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. On the ground, it's West again. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Terrence West with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. To throw, it's Rodgers. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Twisting away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offense...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's West. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Now West. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Here's Flacco. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On the toss, there goes West. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they're operating in the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. As they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, it's West. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Shift together here from the D-line. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a handoff looking right. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a toss. This is West. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
319.
Cobb in motion right. In motion left is Cobb. Halfback sent in motion. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Bootleg. Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Oh, yeah!
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Six yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Big play here. 3rd down and goal from the 2. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Rodgers handing to Montgomery, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's the fullback, Ripkowski. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, and now here is another interception. A great read picked off. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? First and 10 here for Flacco. Flush to his right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
34 yards there and a first down.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. To pass, Flacco. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Second down now after the pass completion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Flacco here on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On third down, it's West. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Rodgers now on first down. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So they're going to go for 2. Now Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Down the numbers. There he goes. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get him.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Benjamin Watson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Montgomery, and some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And this is going to be incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's going to look into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they try the right side here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with West. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They run, Montgomery. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Something got lost in translation.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Crosby on now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And the Ravens taking the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes sense. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jake Ryan coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.